I have to have a restraining order. My safety is a risk. People know where I live. She's discussing if I have firearms. She's mentioning my mortgage paperwork. Just things that don't need to be said.
Massive day for the unemployed. Against all odds, logic, and the very fabric of reality, a streamer with a long, widely reported history of toxic behavior just walked into a California family court, represented himself against an actual lawyer, and won. This isn't a simulation. It's not an AI deepfake. This is real life. And if you're wondering how a creator widely described as the ultimate internet villain managed to secure a legal W, strap in. If you've been living under a rock, or you just have a healthy relationship with the internet, you might be asking, who on earth is LowTierGod? Dale Wilson, better known as LowTierGod, is an insanely controversial fighting game streamer. And when I say controversial, I mean the man practically invented the modern template for volatile online behavior. We are talking about a creator who has been banned from Twitch a reported 7 times, banned from major fighting game tournaments like EVO, and is essentially internet royalty for his aggressively unhinged rants. He calls himself a high-tier human. He views himself as a literal god among peasants. And his absolute favorite thing to do is absolutely verbally destroy anyone who crosses him. But the internet has a funny way of dragging gods back down to earth.
Stop crying, it won't do any good.
Recently, the discussion around Dale slid entirely away from fighting games and straight into a courtroom. The streamer reportedly found himself at the center of a massive doxing and harassment dispute involving the mother of his child. And to the absolute shock of his viewers, he showed up to the hearing completely without a lawyer.
Since this timeline of abuse has started, like I said, I've been dealing with a lot of offline stalking. People are taking pictures of my home.
Yes, the man who built an empire on online hostility was in court pleading for his own privacy. Dale alleged that the controversy had spilled over into real life, creating genuine safety concerns as people allegedly began photographing his house. According to public court records, a custody matter is being handled separately. But the immediate issue at hand in this courtroom? A brutal, scorched earth internet war between Dale and his child's mother.
And like I said, me personally, I know it's hearsay, but I feel like all of this, the worst time in my life has been when she started doing 13-hour interviews about me, going into these hate discords.
Dale claimed under oath that his child's mother was actively participating in dedicated hate discords, spaces allegedly entirely focused on criticizing and slandering him around the clock.
This is a whole hate discord. Used to basically go at my social media, slander me 24/7. And the fact that she's in here as my child's mother is extremely egregious.
He argued that she was discussing highly sensitive information online, including his mortgage paperwork and whether or not he owned firearms. And to be fair, if you share a child with someone, joining a 13-hour Discord call with their most dedicated internet trolls is certainly a choice. Now, you'd think a judge taking one look at LowTierGod's digital footprint would laugh him out of the room. But the law operates on facts, not vibes, and the court found the evidence of harassment compelling enough to act. The judge officially granted Dale a 3-year restraining order. The mother of his child was strictly ordered not to harass, attack, strike, threaten, or disturb his peace, which explicitly includes online activities.
All right, I'm going to order further, ma'am, that you are not to publish any personal information about the petitioner, such as date of birth, address, California driver's license, social security number, or any financial information on any social media platform.
Boom! Victory! A legal shutout! The judge even clarified that child support and visitation would remain handled separately, meaning this specific hearing was a pure, undeniable win for Dale regarding the harassment. But we need to talk about the absolute staggering hypocrisy here. The community's reaction wasn't just shock that he won. It was shock that he was the one filing for protection. This is a guy widely described as having a documented history of allegedly using personal information to go after critics, reportedly engaging in years-long harassment campaigns himself, according to community posts. He begs the court to protect him from doxing, while his entire brand is built on being widely described as one of the most toxic presences in any lobby. The internet was collectively speechless. Reddit and X were flooded with people just trying to process the timeline. One user perfectly summed it up. You know it's bad when the judge clearly doesn't like him and gave him the restraining order anyway.
Thank you. Okay, so she says, I saw Dale at the Poor People's Gym on Thursday, and I can confirm he still has Slim Jim legs.
Even in victory, the man cannot escape the disrespect. Imagine standing in a court of law, wearing a suit, fighting for your actual safety, and the official court record now permanently reflects that you have Slim Jim legs and work out at a poor people's gym? The high-tier human humbled by the judicial system. So, how does a mythical internet antagonist celebrate a landmark legal victory? By completely denying reality, of course. Following the hearing, Dale went live. But instead of taking a victory lap, he reportedly got furious at his viewers for even mentioning the case. Despite the fact that there is a 20-minute, publicly available, multi-angle video of him in the courtroom, he tried to convince his chat that the footage was AI-generated. He just started banning anyone who brought it up. LowTierGod winning a court case while representing himself is the kind of scriptwriter nonsense you'd reject for being too unrealistic.
So you can pick this up downstairs, sir, at the file viewing room on the first floor, and your child support or your custody and visitation will remain handled in child support. Somebody says, I will help take on the deadbeat groomer once and for all. And somebody named Rose says, I'm glad to hear that. Are you a groomer?
No, but it's just something that she's basically been spreading online.
It proves that sometimes the people who thrive in the toxic mud of the internet know exactly how to weaponize the real world when they need to. He may have won the legal battle, but the war for his reputation, that was lost a long time ago. He got his restraining order, but the internet never forgets. But before you go, take a second to really think about it. This case is more than just a legal dispute. It is a harsh reminder that in the digital age, the line between what is real and what is manufactured is dissolving before our very eyes. Are we just passive observers consuming someone else's chaos? Or do we become part of that chaos the moment we hit like? What do you think? Is this just another show for the algorithm? Or has the line been crossed for good? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.